we go. Where are they? Oh, there they are.
Slave cages line the walls of this large complex. A control cage can be seen on the far end of the room. The moment we enter, slaves plead to be released from captivity.
Yep, okay. Holy cow, he's really killing. Whoa, get out of his way. Oh, wouldn't you know it? My first death. Come on, guys, how about a Here we go.
Marked control cell door drops from the jailer's pocket.
Well, we got people up here. No. Are you kidding me? I have to get up there. Oh, flaming arrows, that's what's doing it. Did we get everybody? Alright. Let's take care of that. Control cell door. Now, if I remember right, that belongs to this.
Several levers. It seems likely that they control the doors to the slave cells. The third lever is pulled, and the remaining slaves flee the fort. The door barring your exit swings open as the lever is pulled.
Alright, let's see if I can't count for someone here. Appears that everybody's been taken care of. Heal up before we go. Well, actually, I'm going to go ahead and burn one of those. But that really didn't do much, did it? Oh, okay, I'm still healing. That'll help. Sneak around this corner here, see what's out here. So, armory, forge. But I don't see an armor or a smith. Okay, I don't see anything I might need to pull. Skull fragments. Just check that out, so we need to go this way. Oh! That was sneaky. What is this? I have no idea what that is. Bags, flowers, supplies. Another trap. Put everybody on hold. Okay, there we go. Another trap. Put everybody on hold. Now, I do occasionally fail a roll on these. If you roll a 1, it's a critical failure. That was a critical success, so every time I roll a natural 20, there's a chance I get parts. And let's see here. Here we go. Got him by surprise. Where are you going, Sunshine? Come here. Got the goblin. God, the sorcerer is just... he's a killer. Yep, there's our third slave.
The last hiding slave leaves to find Lady Morwen. You pray the group will be able to escape the fortress safely.
See if there's anything down here. No, I don't see anything else. Okay. No. Let's see what's in here. Oh, they're barracks of some kind. I like those things because they're like grenades. Break up the armor. Anything in here? Nope. So we got that door. There's this one.
These are the officers' quarters
Oh,
for the orcs
hello.
who guard this area. A lever with an emerald gem is mounted on the back wall.
Alright, let's see here. So far so good. We're doing pretty well.
This crudely decorated room houses a large and powerful ogre. The lever is mounted to the right side of the door.
Lever outside to the... ah, there we go.
There's a loud click, and 2 doors swing open. The sound of chatter can be heard from deeper within the fortress.
About time for a trap, would you say? Oh, maybe not. Oh, he saw me. Wow. Okay, there it is. So through here. Is there a rest shrine? Okay, we haven't gathered everybody yet. Here they are. Yeah, let's go ahead and heal up. So in so many ways, this module, it gives little you know, Easter eggs, if you would, or kind of nods to the original adventure. In a lot of ways, it's very much playable for being in
This
DDO.
large
Oh,
dining
hello.
hall serves as a gathering place for the fort's troops. Ikar, the commander of the fort, stands ready to make a final stand. As Ikar falls, the door opens to reveal a passageway leading deeper into the fortress.
Now, it was at this point when I first played through this. This is the furthest I got when I ran out of time, and I, you know, had to go conduct real life. Let's see here. So we're finding a lot more treasure chests than we did the last time. Let's see how I'm doing on. I've got a few slots left. Anything else we can find over here? Oh, here's some brickles. Yeah, you do get bonuses and XP for the number of breakables that you do. Okay, I can't climb that. So there's probably nothing up there per se. I have no reason to search here, but you never know. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to take a look. Now, did I look into every room here? Was this... Yeah, we did. Okay. Nothing over here on the right. We're going to hang a left. And, well, I meant to sneak, not search. Huh. I think we may have reached the end, possibly.
A glance at the room reveals a passageway leading down to the dungeon below. No doubt Marquesa and the rest of her conspirators can be found below.
Now, if you're wondering what this rug is, if you've never played D&D, that is an owl bearer, which back in the classic AD&D, or even the basic Dungeons and Dragons game, that was one of the most frightening things you could come across as a group of players when you're sitting around a table rolling dice, because they were extremely powerful attacks and had a lot of hit points. Okay, so looks like we're headed down into the corridors. Here's an interesting place.
This hallway serves as the entrance to the fortress's dungeon. Marquesa must be somewhere inside.
That's ominous. Especially when you come down and the first thing you see is a shrine. Hidden doors. Okay, well, we got some enemies spotted down there. They haven't detected me yet. Put everybody there. I'm going to take a look here. Oh, no, never mind. Cold Slavers. Interesting. Powdered blood. Now all these things, these little things like you see, like the glittering dust, the powdered blood, all of those are inside the city of Stormreach. There are certain NPC characters that you can trade for magical items and those kinds of things. Now, let's see. He's a slave hunter. I'm going to throw an oozed flask at him. Alright, let's see here. corner. Let's hold everybody up here. What is that? What just happened?
It seems to be your metal armor that's being pulled towards the ceiling. Perhaps if you removed it.
My metal... I don't have... Oh, I do have metal armor. Now, what is this stuff? Now, that's fantastic. This was actually something that was in a Gygax dungeon, but I don't recall this being in...
An invisible force pulls the metallic object you're wearing upwards towards the ceiling. The force pulling you towards the ceiling suddenly stops.
Okay, that was something very classic to an AD&D dungeon, I remember, but I don't remember that being in the Slave Lord series. It was actually... Oh god, that was... it had to do with the Rod of Three Parts, if I remember right. Of course, I might be wrong with that. Many of you fellow AD&D gamers here can recall something like a trap like that. So there's actually quite a bit of things in here that are nods to the past, which I absolutely find fantastic. Let's take care of that one. I don't know what that does. It's probably another... Did I put my chain armor back on? Let's go and put my chain armor back on. I'm probably going to need it. There we go. Now, this is interesting. I've got one door, two levers. I don't know what to make of this one. Let's see here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that wasn't too complicated. But that last trap there with the metal or the magnet, that's very classic Dungeons and Dragons, very classic Gary Gygax type of trap. I actually had the privilege of meeting him. It was a convention in Indianapolis where, of course, Gary Gygax at that point had long since retired, but he had been invited by the people who were putting together that convention to come out and run an episode of Dungeons and Dragons for charity. All the proceeds were going to go to the Indiana School of the Blind. And there was a lottery for tickets to actually attend that particular charity type of game, but nobody showed any interest.
The room was filled with spider webs.
And those of us who were kind of, concerned that, well, one, this is supposed to be for charity, nobody's doing anything.
Ghostly form sobs in the back corner of the room.
We'll get to the back here. Let's take care of this interesting part of the quest, and I'll get back to my story here in a moment. Beware, beware of Blackthorn's treachery, beware of false faces, beware the corridor above. Where's she going? Beware the corridor above. She disappeared. Corridor above. That's... I'm going to fall back here and find out what this is going on. But anyway, so this charity event, nobody bought any tickets for it. And we're there, a group of us friends who were playing in a local game club, and attended that convention for the sole purpose of running RPGA sanctioned, that's the Role-Playing Game Association, for those of you who don't know it. It's an organized game of Dungeons and Dragons players. We were a bit concerned, you know. One is supposed to be for charity, and nobody's showing any interest in that. And then we put a call out in the game room, and we were met with absolutely complete disinterest and annoyance, much to our chagrin, and we just couldn't believe this. So, you know, the question went out, well, has anybody bought any lottery tickets? Well, no, you know, I kind of spent a small fortune just to come to this convention. So this guy that we gamed with, he says, all right, you know, here's what I'll do. I'm going to buy all the tickets. I'll buy all the slots. And it's all for charity anyway, so who wants to go? Raised my hand. So I actually got to sit down and play a game of Dungeons and Dragons with Gary Gygax being the Dungeon Master. And we played his original Castle Greyhawk, and we played the very original rules that he published when the first game came out. So there were a number of differences. We didn't roll polyhedral dice, we rolled 3 dice 6s for just about everything, which is the way the rules were originally written for, because they hadn't really discovered polyhedral dice at that point. That would come much later. And there was one, you know, began to talk to him about some of his inspirations for his modules, and he recalled a particular rundown old mental hospital that in the area, like even as a young man he would go explore, and you know, he was like up on the top floor when he nearly fell through this hole. And he caught himself, and you know, it rather hurt him, but it kind of got the idea for the pit trap, which have been a staple in his dungeons all that time. And it was just a treat to listen to him tell the stories about how he got the ideas for some of his dungeons. But Gary Gygax actually had a reputation for coming up with some of the most devious traps, and a lot of them were based simply on things that he had, you know, encountered as a young man while he was exploring around in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin there. And I just thought that was absolutely fantastic. Good stuff. And it was a real treat to actually meet the guy. Of course, by then he'd long since retired. He'd been working on his game, Legendary Journeys, which was post TSR thing that he was working on, that never found quite the popularity of Dungeons and Dragons. In fact, Gary Gygax was only ever in control of the company for about a year or so before he was ousted in a hostile corporate takeover. And then, you know, he was still kind of saw to as, you know, as an influence, and treated, you know, much like almost like a celebrity status, recognizing that he had founded the company. But there's always been an argument that, you know, he took the blame for a lot of things that really weren't his fault when it came to the demise of TSR, because he wasn't in control of the company. So you can't blame the guy. But he was a very interesting man. Alright, so here we go.
Various grim-looking devices are scattered throughout this torture chamber.
That's not Marquesa, but what is that?
A burst of moist air enfolds you as the door opens. This hallway connects with a natural cavern that leads deeper into the subterranean complex.
Okay, here we go. It's going to get interesting. How are we doing at spell points? Okay, we're doing alright. Just trying to taking a quick pick around here for anything that's interesting. Okay, here we go. We got another shrine. I'm starting to see these more and more. Have you noticed that? Okay. Go ahead and let's rest everybody up. Probably a good time to do it. Locate and defeat Slave Lord Marquesa. Explore the cavern beneath the Slavers Stockade. Well, according to this, we got a ways to go yet. Alright. Here we go. Nope, wrong button. Swashbuckling kobold. Oh, you shifty little snot. Come here. Okay, what was that? Aha! Alright, here's a classic Dungeons & Dragons Online door.
The door opens to reveal a large chasm. The glint of two different gems can be seen down on the cavern floor.
I don't see them, do you? Two different cavern gems can be seen on the floor. I don't see any gems. Interesting. Okay. We have the Dungeon Master telling me about something that I cannot see. Now, it looks like I'm going to have to start jumping across here. There's a way down there. There's a way there. Do I have my Cloak of Feather Falling? Let's see. Just when you needed it. Do I have a Potion of Feather Fall? Jumping. Well, that'll probably come in handy. How long is that going to last? 5 minutes? Let's go ahead and consume it. Let's see. Charisma bonuses. Potion of Heroism. Let's see. Do I have anything else that'll help? Craftsmanship, Seeker 4, water breathing. Alright, well, let's see here. I think the safest bet's to try that. And do this. Get down onto there's oozes. Oh, fantastic. Where's he at? Shot on him yet. There he is. Not doing any damage to him. There we go. Oh, God darn it. More of them. Well, let's send our squad. I'm going to send my squad down there to get them. Nicely done, sir. Nicely done. Aha. So that was the glint of the crystal, which I couldn't see. There's one. Thanks. Get them down here. Come on, guys. Oh my goodness. There's more of them. There's the other.
With the door unsealed, you may continue into the caverns below.
What door? Where's there a door? I didn't see a door. Did you guys see a door? Okay, let's come back up here and see if I can't find what they're talking about. I don't see anything about a door. Oh, what do you know? This could be interesting. Well, get up there. I didn't see a door. Couldn't see the crystals, couldn't see the door. Oh. Must be that door. How am I going to make that jump? Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh.